Christ, it's been forever since we've done one of these, but we're back, and thank God we're back because so much to talk about. I really want to just go on a whole rant about we can't keep doing these 5-hour pay-per-views on a Sunday, Jack. But hey, I'm not Tony Khan. I don't own the business. I'm already going into a rant. It's the TSK in full horde. It's DC. It's Rob. It's Harold. I'm already jumping the guys. Guys, what's happening? I'm already jumping the whole thing down. What's going down? Talk to me.
What's going on, player?
Not much. We're trying to recover from watching 5 hours of fucking wrestling on a Sunday night.
Like, this is like WrestleMania 35 level bullshit. Or whatever year Taker and Roman fought, and it was like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock in the morning, yeah. Good. Oh, God.
Well, it was about 11:30 at night for us, but I imagine it was really fucking late for you guys.
That's the thing. So you got to tell me, I got to go to Staples Center, and the show's done at like 9:40? You know how hard it is to get out of the Staples Center? And then I got to drive home. And I'm hungry, so then I got to stop somewhere. And then I've got, just my whole day is messed up. I already called out at the start of the main event. I'm fucking texting and I'm out the next day. Sorry, bud. Sorry, boss. Can't do it. I can't do it. Too long a main event. Definitely get that out of the way. I want to ask you guys, because the 3/4 of us are Southern Californians. That's how you would say it, I think. But this was in the heart of L.A., former Staples Center, the Crypto.com arena, I think is what it's actually called now. People on the internet are saying this crowd was meh. Are we feeling that it was meh?
It didn't translate well on TV, that's for fucking sure.
No, it did. Okay.
Not at all. Felt hella dead. Whole time.
And usually LA's a solid crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually LA
is a sold out crowd. That should have been so loud.
Yeah, you would think, especially for all that it had, all the LA people that were in it, from Jack Perry from the Bucks, well, not LA, but LA area,
right?
LA-ish. LA-ish. You could say
Brody.
IE. Yeah, Brody, Van Nuys, that's right. Don't forget about Brody Van Nuys. Scorpio Sky, who was in the Battle Royal, 21-man Battle Royal. He came back, missed, LA Pop. That nobody remembers this guy. I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad for Scorpio Sky, but I miss him. I'm glad he showed up in that. I'm actually going to start with that because that's kind of what led us into the actual show itself. They were doing it. They've been doing it for a while where it's like, oh, the pre-show match is just so good. We're going to fucking bleed into the main show and drag the show out even longer. Or, and I hate to do this, but you can kind of tell these dudes, hey, you got a fucking time limit, Jack. And you need to be done at a certain point. But again, we just rant about the business. We don't do the business. But 21-man Blackjack Battle Royal for the AEW National Championship. Over the top rope Battle Royal. All the participants was the defending champ Ricochet, Tommaso Ciampa, Jack Perry, Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero, Dralistico, Rush, the Beast Mortos, the returning Scorpio Sky, Bag of Dicks Daniel Garcia, Anthony Bowens, Commander, Katsuyori Shibata, who got a fucking massive pop, by the way, because he's LA Dojo, so everybody loved some little Shibata. Juice Robinson, Austin Gunn, Ace Austin, Dalton Castle, Johnny fucking TV, fucking Johnny TV. I popped. I swear to you, I popped. And then AR Fox came out, El Cologne, and then Leo Rush looking real weird. Real weird. I don't know what's going on with this shaved head thing, and he's all looking all crazy at one dude. Hey, fucking Leo Rush threw me for something. I don't even know what. Utter chaos, as all these battle royals are, and it ended up being was it the fun guy, the damn kid. Jack Perry won the belt at the end of it. Avoided something from Ricochet, knocked him off the ropes, ends up winning the national championship. Hopefully they do. I don't know if I want anybody to do anything with it. Honestly, it's kind of one of those. It's there. You have it. I kind of feel like it's in the same boat as like the Owen Hart thing. You know what I mean? I get to show it as a prop, but we kind of have to defend it. So
what you're saying is like Harold mentioned, the FTW title that they had for a while.
Oh, why'd you bring that back up? We didn't need to go back that far. Real quick before we get into the actual opener, thoughts on Jack Perry winning the national title. Is it going to amount to anything? And what do we do with Ricochet now?
trios.
TNT title.
Either that or TNT title.
Yeah.
Either's a solid move, I think.
I kind of like the
But,
TNT title idea.
But as far as Jack Perry goes, start sending him places. Send him to New Japan. Send him to Rev Pro. Send him to some random idiot in the middle of fucking nowhere.
That's what Ricochet was supposedly supposed to do with it, and it never came to fruition.
Well, he had a bunch of matches lined up, and now he doesn't have the title, so I don't know what the whole point of that was. But yeah, initially that was the idea, was to take the title and go defend it everywhere.
I like the idea. Honestly, it brings back the territory feel, the old days, if you will. I like it. And Jack Perry's the guy to do it. Again, you literally started with the two best places and the two most recognizable places to outside AEW fans, outside of the U.S., that is, in both New Japan and Rev Pro. And he's already known in both places. So why not do something like that? DC, any input on this? Do we give a shit? Did you like the bus? Did you like how Luchasaurus dropped him off?
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
You know, and I think it'd be cool to see the traveling champion. You know, see it, you'll be like, hey, you read a storyline. Hey, so-and-so showed up in whatever the fuck wrestling association in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
You know, I think that'd be kind of cool. Like you said, territory days. That's fucking awesome. And I thought it was nice. It was a nice touch. What we saw in the press conference, real nice touch, talking about the SummerSlam spot where he was there with his dad. And so seeing him get emotional definitely humbled him. I don't think really anybody remembers the incident, which shall not be named.
I think we're all grown up enough that we've all moved on to the point where I think people are willing to praise Punk again. So I think we're good. I think. Don't stir up the internet. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Don't do it.
I cry me a river.
They'll get to crying and the typing real quick. Let's get to the actual opener. FTR versus the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team titles. 3 wins versus 3 wins. This was the best of 7. The Bucks came out in purple and gold, which did kind of look like purple at first. It kind of looked a little blue. You kind of thought it was Rams colors. Maybe you thought it was Charger colors. If you're that kind of fancy of a guy, I knew right off the bat it was Laker colors, though. But yeah, they botched that purple. And then, of course, FTR has to. They're the Celtics. And they got a little bit of boo, but in reality, I think people were digging them. I think it's, you know what I mean? We were at the point where it was who's the greatest of the millennium, as Dax would say. So I love the little video package they had, where it was Nick and Matt's kids were narrating part of it, oh, my dad's my hero and all this other stuff, and I was like, oh, that's sweet. They're totally gonna fucking lose, and I'm really hoping I'm that big a fucking nerd where it's okay, I've been watching this for too long. I kind of already got the sentiments. Maybe the rest of the world didn't. Hopefully, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. People online are saying this went too long. They're saying that it wasn't as good. No, that's not true. They're saying it was gone. They said it was really good. It just went too long. Again, I knew they were going to lose because of the fucking video package in itself. Them actually losing was the thing that got me. There was utter I wouldn't want to say utter nonsense. I love when teams do their own signature moves, and they never win with them. They never do. But you pray to all that's holy that they do. And you get so invested. This is why I love this sport, because you get so invested off of just minute things, and time after time after time after time, from the spike pile driver to the Doomsday, the Shatter Machine. I was hooked. Every single one of the Bucks are gonna win. No, dang it. And I felt the Bucks would win. I felt that the Bucks winning would lead to just banger matches with tag teams. You have Los Ingobernables. You saw how Rush and Dralistico were in the 21-man battle royal. Put them in the tag division. have them go against the Bucks. You know, you talk about jet speed and where they're going. Now they're the trios. You kind of put them out of the fucking picture. You know, the series they've had with the Guns. I just, as much as it's running it back, I think it's a way of rejuvenating the tag division. But TK had a totally different opinion, and he said, "Hey, you remember these old guys?" And one of them we don't give a shit about, and then the other one's Christian. So. Look, I don't hate Edge. This is weird because how long ago? Like 20 years ago, I'm the other way around. I could give a shit about Christian and I'm all for Edge, and now it's a total 180. And it's I know we need it. I know it has to happen. But at the same time, why? Am I the only one?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
We don't want none. We don't want.
They don't want none. No, they don't want none. They don't want none. No, they don't want none.
Sometimes we are just more in sync than I think.
Yeah. So this match, I kind of did expect a little more, considering, you know, the Young Bucks are performing at home. I was kind of anticipating this PWG style type match.
Okay.
But then again, I don't think FTR could have kept up with that because it's not their style, and that's fine. I mean, the match was still pretty good, but I guess there's these expectations, especially if you're from Southern California. You kind of have this idea of what you wanted to see, and we didn't see that.
No.
Match was still good though.
Solid. Harold?
Yeah, I mean, kind of echoing the same sentiment. I expected a little more. I feel like they went with a different type of psychology in this match. It felt like it was more, you know, they tried to include the family. They did callbacks to previous matches with FTR, so you could tell they were trying to go for more an emotional milestone match, I guess. But yeah, it just wasn't quite there, but it was fine. You know, it was good. You know, on any other standard, any other tag team match, we would have been raving about it. But
True.
From these two teams, yeah, the upper echelon was not in my opinion.
Not even close to the ceiling. Do you tell me? Because again, I know we're all similarly in the same boat, but you see the Revenge pop up with the rated R logo on the R, and then out comes Cope. Takes fucking 5 years for Christian to come out behind him, but he does, attacks him in the back. What is your thoughts about us going to an? I'm trying to put it in a nice way here. The older favorite tag team.
We don't do that here.
So the people loved it. According to TikTok, the crowd popped bananas for it. Again, I didn't fucking hear it in the vidya. I didn't hear it in the vidya. Okay, so if they went bananas in the crowd, you guys need new cameras or something, or do you figure out how to mic it better? Because I didn't hear shit. It was like, oh hey, you got the normal. I think it was more like, oh hey, Christian's back than oh Edge is back pop, and it just again, I'm just underwhelmed. Why would they pull the trigger on this?
You know, look at it this way. That alleged pop they got, it was not for Cope. It was for Christian. Let's call it what it is. You know, and the reason that you had mentioned that when you were growing up, you didn't really like Christian, you liked Edge, because Edge was performing at a higher level. Now, since he's come back, he's nowhere nearly as good as he was in, say, 07.
No, God. No.
Christian, on the other hand, had been out of action for how many years? And he's gotten better.
And the crazy part about that is he's still using a majority of the same moves he did in WWE. Almost nothing has changed.
Sure is.
Almost nothing has changed. It just looks Like, oh, okay, well, as it should. Smooth connectivity. His character is over his shit. Whether he's the good guy that tells you your dad's dead or the bad guy that tells you your dad's dead, it worked. It worked, but
It did. The one thing that I will add, is it All In or All Out that's in Toronto?
All Out, I believe.
Oof.
Because All In should be in Wembley.
Yep.
So then
It's
I think All Out is in Toronto, which is where they will lose and retire.
hopefully.
Wait a minute.
There's
where
one
the
more
fuck is
pay-per-view
that?
between now and then.
It's a couple.
Dynasty.
Couple.
So yeah, Dynasty, Double or Nothing.
So they wouldn't say next pay-per-view,
That
hold
makes
it
sense.
until All Out. And then that's when they have the send-off moment, and Edge finally retires. Again, I still would not mind seeing Christian win the world title at least once.
Yeah, Christian for sure should win the title one time, especially because of how over his character is. I'm sure he'd still be the good guy because of it, but it's oddly enough he'd still be yelling about how your dad's dead. But it's all good in the hood. We'd still love him for it. So it's we'll let the internet rant and rave about it a little bit more. I think we did enough. There's plenty more to rant in this next one. Timeless Tony Storm, Marina Shafir, everyone banned from ringside. Everybody, you, everybody. I just seeing that just made me laugh. I don't know why, it just made me laugh. And then, so like they do the entrance thing. Marina shockingly got kind of a pop coming out. I don't fucking know why, but whatever. Again, weird shit happening in LA. Weird shit. We get into this match. This and Harold had repeated it and repeated it and repeated it, and even watching highlights of it, I can't help but ring the same exact words. This has got to be Marina's best match ever. She's got to be Marina's best match ever. Everything she did not only mattered but looked good. Her martial arts background came out perfectly. The selling of Toni Storm was perfect. Marina even sold a bit herself. This was a well-worked match. It wasn't a fucking 5-star banger. You know what I mean? It wasn't an end-all be-all, but it was absolutely super well worked by Marina Shafir. Again, this lady that a year and a half ago you're begging Tony Khan to cut her. Why is she still on this roster? I know who her husband is, but who gives a shit? To now it's okay. We see where we're going with this, and TK has a little bit, I guess, back up for her. I don't know how to call this. Marina ends up picking up hits the fucking God dang it, what happened to her? The finish. Rakes the eyes, goes for the chest, headbutts her. She hits the big package and gets the dub. Toni Storm wins, whatever, all that fun stuff. Marina goes after her. Mira Shirakawa comes out, and Luthor. No, that was after the fact. She's like halfway up the ramp, and then out of nowhere, we're gonna get to the whole thing that everyone's all worried about. Ronda Rousey shows up in the ring, and like LA knows exactly who this is. Okay, half of there was like 3 different reactions. So like 1/3 of them were fucking dead silent. The other third were literally contemplating, what the fuck are you doing here? And then there's like the other third, hey, wait a minute, I think that's Ronda Rousey. None of that is which is positive, by the way. None of which is positive. And the internet is still, like, again, I'm still questioning why. Like, why? What is the point? She has this MMA fight with, goddamn, who's the fucking hot broad? Gina Carano. Gina Carano, thank you. The Too Fast, Too Furious, or all the Fast and the Furious, whatever the fuck movies she was in. Anyway, they have an MMA fight on Netflix coming up. I want to say in May. I could give a shit when. So if I'm wrong on the date, sue me. But you're going to tell me that you're going to let Ronda Rousey show up on one of your bigger shows to help plug herself for her show, And I think we're going to get a random tag match in between.
Yes.
There's what's the fuck? There's so many people. There's like, I didn't have this on my 2026 checklist. I damn sure didn't. The return of Ronda Rousey to professional wrestling after just talking all the dog shit on pro wrestling for the last, I want to say 2.5 years. And here you are. Hey, it's different over here.
No thanks.
We don't want you. Go back to where you came from.
You're not from here. That's what it is.
She doesn't even go here.
She is the biggest fucking hypocrite. She's the biggest fucking hypocrite in the goddamn wrestling world. Like you said, she talks so much mess, so much nonsense on pro wrestling, only to turn around and join a wrestling company. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, I think she's testing the waters in case this MMA comeback doesn't work.
Sounds about right.
You know, the AEW fans, they're not like the WWE fans. They remember. The AEW fans will remember the shit that you talked, and you'll end up getting booed in freaking Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
Sheboygan.
She will get booed everywhere they go. It was happening in WWE, both runs, by the way, and she didn't like it.
Oh, yeah. Didn't like it at all.
Does she think it's going to be any different?
Yes.
No, it's probably going to be worse. Not sure what you were thinking here, TK, but
I know. We're going to get an interview, and Ronda's going to be that fucking coked up bitch. Mm-hmm. And he's going to be like, why did I ever hire her father?
Goddamn snowman.
Father, why?
Father, help!
Ronda Rousey, we love you.
Oh, God.
I'll pay you.
The worst part about it is, like, every single time she pops up on a television screen that my wife is nearby, she just goes, what happened? You're going to lose and cry again or something? I'm just like, oh, my God. I just... When women,
she's not wrong.
When women don't like you, there should be a hint. Anyway, we leave whatever the hell that was.
You weren't wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
Somebody should just go, Holly Holm.
Oh yeah, where's Holly Holmes at? There you go. That'll make her run away. Maybe she won't run away from this, but I wanted to run to this. Jon Moxley, Konosuke Takeshita, AEW Continental title. No time limit. I thought these guys were going to go like a fucking hour, but I was like, no, it's not realistic. But TK's crazy like that. Oh, God. Okay, so I've been thinking about this like all day long, and I rewatched highlights after highlights after highlights after highlights of this match, and I just kept thinking to myself, like, what Wrestle Kingdom match did this remind me of? This gave me, like, vibes of, like, I don't want to say early, not so much Takeshita, Tanahashi, but in a way, like, early Tanahashi against, like, God, who am I thinking of? I'm trying to think of, like, some of the older heads, the Masahiro Chonos of the past that were going up and coming. Just, I can do the high flying stuff against the actual ground guy. It just felt older than anything modern New Japan that you may have seen. This was archived New Japan. This was brutality. This was strong style at its finest. But with Takeshita having the ability of using his lucha libre, whatever you want to call it, his flippy stuff, for those out there that would like to just call it flippy stuff, it all worked out. It all worked out really well, and I'm starting to wonder what's the plan with Takeshita. Like, he's currently the IWGP, the New Japan TV champ. That's right, he's New Japan TV champ. Not a massive belt. A few guys have held it. It is what it is. But, like, what are we doing with Takeshita? What are we doing with Takeshita? This turned out to be an absolute slugfest. This was one of the, like, 3 matches you should absolutely go out of way or check out. Takeshita he literally just wouldn't die. He literally wouldn't die. There was, like, an avalanche, Death Rider, God, what was it? He hit, like, it was like a stomp, And then a Death Rider, he kicked out. The Avalanche Death Rider, he kicks out. Goes for a rear naked choke, and that just seems to be too much. Takeshita goes unconscious. Moxley wins and retains. That's why I bring up the entire, what are we doing with Takeshita? Not saying he needs to win everything. Not saying he needs to be the everything champion, but I swear this same group of fellas about 2 years ago kept saying Jon Moxley needs to go on vacation. And I'm kind of sure that this same group of fellas is about to say Jon Moxley needs to go on vacation. I love you, John, but I need the spotlight to not be on what was at one point the poster boy for WWE. And unfortunately, everywhere I look, that's happening right now. We just talked about Cope.
I think Jon Moxley is on vacation. This is a vacation to that man.
Yeah. You're right. It's not the World Championship.
This guy, if TK said, hey, bro, you're going to take the next 3 months off, guaranteed Moxley will be fighting in a VFW All In Sheboygan somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Just because.
Sheboygan, Toulouse.
Yeah. No, I was saying yesterday that I think it has a lot to do with his sobriety. He probably told TK, like, you got to keep me busy, dude. Like, keep me busy, keep me, on TV so it gives me a reason to continue working out, working on new, promos, working out new gimmicks, different stuff like that. I think it's kind of essential to him at this point. Probably pretty crucial.
Yeah, mental thing for him. I could absolutely see that. I'm sure this guy pounds like a freaking, a 12-pack of those fucking athletic non-beers.
Yeah, right.
You know what? I didn't even think about that. You're probably right.
I gotta try them.
Yeah, and he brings in ratings. He puts on good matches. He's doing the work. He's willing to work with anybody. So TK's probably like, why the hell not? Let him.
Yeah, if I'm paying you all this money,
might as well.
Yeah,
might as well learn it.
Back for me. DC, anything to throw on top of that?
Honestly, Mox, I wish he would take a vacation just because, like, dude fucking works his ass off.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But he gets to work with his wife, so there's that.
Yeah.
Hey. Yep, it's something.
Yeah. I kind of like how you brought up the comparison to New Japan, though, because what I was thinking, it had a vibe of Okada Ibushi from Wrestle Kingdom 2020.
There you go. I like that.
Where just Ibushi wouldn't die no matter what Okada threw at him. It just felt very similar to that between Mox and Takeshita.
I dig that. I like that a lot. That's, again, New Japan vibes for damn sure. Two guys that have worked in New Japan, again, both at one time former IWGP World Heavyweight Champions. Put that in your feather of knowledge. After the match, Takeshita is like, I'm fucking out of here. And John's like, well, you want to shake my hand? And he's like, no, fuck off. And he gets about halfway off the ropes, goes in, shakes his hand. I swear to God, I thought the Death Riders were going to do something. Goddamn Wheeler Yuta looked like he was going to fucking kick somebody's ass and I was going to be all mad. Then the lights go out. And I'm like, well, there's only one guy we've been really waiting to come back. And it was this whole, like, building a guy in the lab or lab rehab or whatever the fuck. And he's in, like, this... I saw comic books, like just comic books galore in this whole thing. And he comes out and the return of Will Ospreay is here. He's back, clears the ring with all the fucking nerds, kills out Garcia and Pac and Yuta, and Moxie goes running away. And so looks like he's going to be going after the Continental title, which is cool. In reality, we are about 5 months away from All In Wembley. So, again, I've been saying this. I've been saying it on Max because we haven't been doing too many shows. But the reality is, if Will Ospreay is not in the main event at Wembley Stadium in August, TK is done for. He's done for. He'll never sell out another Wembley ever again. He won't even fucking get fucking close to it. Not even sniff it. And that's going to be a problem, which I'm hoping is where we're kind of building. You know what I'm saying? Get this guy working with people, get him in there with Mox, get people behind him. He goes from Mox to this guy to that guy to bam. He's challenging against probably an MJF at this point. Because I really don't see anybody else taking it. We'll get to the end of that one when we get there, but Will Ospreay's back. Will be cool. So one of the matches on Rush Hour was Willow Nightingale defending the TBS title against Lena Cross, and she ends up successfully defending it. She's still TBS champion, but she still has this tag match. So we're backstage. We're talking about the tag match. She says she's cleared, and here we go. So it's the Babes of Wrath, Harley Cameron, Willow Nightingale against Divine Dominion, Megan Bayne, and Lena Cross. And they're like, it's Mega Lena Cross. I'm like, she's like the same height as Willow. She's not okay, but apparently she was mega and massive and all this other shit. Not a bad match. I hate to be the guy. You went to go get a beer during this time. Don't lie to yourself. I know you did. You know, you went to, I could finally go take a dump. You know, maybe you watched it on your phone. You know, whatever. It's okay. I don't judge you. There's no judgment in the TSK. You got to watch it. Long story short, new women's tag team champions. Let me get it right before somebody yells at me, because we did have a retention of the male tag team champions, but new women's tag team champions into the Divine Dominion. This isn't a negative. This is not a negative. Willow Nightingale didn't need these tag belts. Harley Cameron kind of did, but she kind of doesn't. It's good to kind of build this team. They were supposed to build it with Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford, but then Penelope Ford got hurt. So, bam! Lena Cross gets her shot. Here we go. Good stuff. Women's tag. I don't know.
It was fine for what it was. It definitely needed to happen, though. I mean, you've got this dominant tag team, two very, very tall women. They were not about to lose for a third time.
No.
So it was definitely the right call, in my opinion. And hopefully the women's tag division, whoever they put up against Lena Cross and Megan Bayne, hopefully they all get stomped. We'll see what happens.
Is there even anybody in the women's tag division we know outside of the timeless Love Bombs?
The Brawling Birds.
The Brawling Birds. There you go. Adam.
Windsor. And
Mercedes and Athena too were tagging for a bit.
Just fucking vibes down the toilet, did you? Right down the toilet. Thoughts on this, Harold? Were you in the toilet?
Side note, Mercedes lost another belt.
Hooray! Oh.
It was cool. I mean, it is what it is. There's a few matches, to be honest with you, despite how good the card was, how well the show turned out, that shouldn't have been on the card, in my opinion. I mean, this definitely needed to be on the card since it was for the titles, but yeah, it just felt it was a piss break, as you said.
DC snoozing.
Honestly, I would give it. I want to like the women's tag division. I want to like it.
Yep.
I need more of it.
Yeah, that part.
But I mean, yes, I stepped away for that one, and it was hey. But I don't know. Maybe a Harley Cameron Willow Nightingale feud could work.
Harley Cameron is TBS champion, you say?
One less tag team, though.
I don't hate
True.
it.
That's the other part I'm worried about right there.
I don't know. I would like to see more established tag teams, more specific tag teams, and not like hey, Tony Storm and this person.
We're gonna get you two. You're a tag team. Now. Get out there.
Use guys.
I mean, we all hate it when WWE does it.
To use.
Yeah, we sure do. But Sisters of Sin, a TJ. I mean, if Andrade is even still signed to AEW.
I think so.
Brawling Birds. Who else? What's there?
Got 3. Hey, it's 3 we know off the top. I'm sure they can come up with some more. Just figure it out. Okay, don't just let this go by the wayside. And well, WWE does it. Don't make that the excuse. Please don't
Right.
lower yourself to that's the fucking excuse, because I don't want
That should be the reason not to do it.
exactly. You are meant to be the different promotion. You are meant to be the pro wrestling promotion. Pro wrestling didn't have belts just because, and maybe they did in the 80s, but then we grew up. Anyway, on to the next one. Brody King versus Swerve Strickland for the baddest, or for the most dangerous man ever name moniker. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's actually going to use it, but was this okay, so I have to ask this. Was this supposed to be like a no DQ? Or was this just like they were going to fucking fight? Because I was so confused from the jump.
No, I don't think so.
No, I think this was just supposed to be a regular match.
Okay, cool. I
don't believe there was any stipulation.
I thought it would have been. I would have thought honestly it would have been badass to see some like hardcore like fucking cinder block shit or something crazy out of these two guys. But maybe on another day. One thing I will mention is Nigel McGuinness was on the commentary table. This is about the time where Daniel Bryan comes in, or Bryan Danielson. The thing that I thought was hilarious was earlier in the night on the Rush Hour thing. Excalibur made a joke about liking Nigel on commentary, and he's all like, "Oh, well, you know, I'm no Daniel Bryan." He's like, "Yeah, you're right, because you actually show up to work." And I'm like, "Damn, why? Why you guys being so? Why be so mean to Bryan?
Yeah. The fuck, Scally?
He's out here trying to write the shows, bud. What are you doing?" Fucking guys. This was as Haas as you can be, and Haas as we could get, because Brody King is just a massive. You know, the craziest thing is I know we've all noticed it. I know you've noticed it. It's been just talked about forever. Swerve got bigger. Hey, newsflash. But I finally got to see him in there with like a fucking legit big dude. He's fucking wide. Holy shit. He was about the same width as Brody King, and Brody King's as natural as can be, baby. 6'5", 330. They say he's 300 pounds. You don't have to lie to me. You ain't got to lie to kick it. It's all good.
You know, I would make the comparison to when Triple H came back in 2002 after the quad tear.
Jesus.
Just massive.
And he was jacked.
That's jacked to the gills.
Fuck, yeah, he still had the gut a little bit because he was just bulking. All I did was bulk, baby. This match was awesome. Brody King, power spot after power spot. The cannonball was awesome. But then Swerve, and again, I don't really know. I really don't care who it does against. These house calls, these straight shots to the face. As simple as a fucking move as it is, it's impactful as hell. Pops me every fucking time. Brody King eats like 4 of them bitches and then dies. So I'm like, hey, them's just the bricks. You know what I mean? Like, you can only kick me in the face so many times before I say uncle. And he just said, I'm going to sleep. So that's good enough for me. Swerve Strickland is the most dangerous man as of right now in AEW. Somebody's going to talk about that in a minute, or I should say that they are maybe more dangerous. But the match itself, the LA native versus the Seattle guy, or not LA native. Well, it's OC. Van Nuys is OC.
No, Van Nuys is
no, LA, bro.
Is it LA?
San Fernando Valley, technically.
Okay, there you go. All right, I'll take it.
SFV. That's still LA.
Still LA.
Yeah,
Still
like
LA. Okay. LA,
Still
man.
LA.
Big old country. So the LA boy, I thought he did well. We're all in agreement. He didn't need to win, right?
Nah, not against Swerve.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Hey, I like the yet.
You know what I did like about the match is it was borderline almost under-delivering. And I feel like that was by design to want to see that again. Like, who wouldn't want to see those two dudes go at it again? I feel like how you said, Mo, next time, imagine it being a no DQ match. You know what I mean? That sounds exciting. How about next time on top of that, a cage match? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
They could escalate it and just give us a taste each time. I think both these dudes got enough to give us some
The new
big
Hangman and
creative,
Swerve.
right?
Hey, I like
You
it.
never
It would
know.
just get more and more dangerous, and Brody King, I'm sure, would be more up for it than ever. And then again, by the end of it, you got another main event guy.
Yep.
Exactly.
I don't see any losses here, bud.
Not at all. And just the icing on the fucking cake is that it's one of our guys from LA, Santino Bros.
Santino
One of our-
Bros.
One of our guys. You love to see it.
As they say overseas, one of our own. I love it. Yeah, awesome.
I want more.
Yeah, more, yeah.
Give me more.
Give me more. I love it already. All right, afterwards, I talk about the cinder block. We break out the cinder block. Swerve does. He wants to fucking put it on his head. He's going to swerve stomp him. Out comes Kenny Omega to make the save. I wonder what kind of crazy shit we're going to see Kenny do. He was supposed to do... Are we allowed to talk about this without getting laughed at? Because we're going to have to talk about it without getting... He was supposed to do a death match. And he didn't go so good. And, yeah. So, I think we're going to do better with this. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared for Kenny. I don't need Kenny injured. You hear me? I don't need Kenny.
A little bit. There's personally, I don't mind death matches. Death matches are cool, and I wouldn't mind seeing anybody in them. Kenneth Jerome Omega is not one of those people.
No.
He doesn't need to do a death match.
No.
Yeah. Nobody is coming to see Kenny Omega in a death match anyway. Not to say that you wouldn't, but if you say Kenny Omega is going to be on the show, people are just going to expect he's just going to be wrestling, and they're going to show up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
The shit Kenny did with Mox a couple years ago, fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
Don't need to see it again though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He did it. It's over.
all I'll say is we all said the same thing about Matt Cardona when he worked Nick Gage.
Yeah.
We didn't think he could do it, but
He did.
yeah, damn it, he did it.
Hold on.
So
Hold on.
why-
I got to catch up. I don't mean to, and I apologize for it. I don't think any of us are saying that he can't. I'm saying we don't want to see it.
No, neither do
Yeah.
I. I don't want to see it.
No.
I mean, I think he'd do a good one, but don't risk it. It's not worth it.
Don't
do it.
Not at this stage of his career.
That part. Yeah, no, I need Kenny as healthy as can be. Again, I still feel he's going to be one of the other parts of the Wembley main event. We might get a Kenny and Ospreay world title thing, or just a Kenny and Ospreay match for all I fucking know as a main event. Who gives a shit? All I know is I feel it coming. Hopefully, I'm right about that gut feeling. I thought this match was going to go different, not different as far as end result, just different as far as layout. Thekla versus Chris Statlander in the 2 out of 3 falls match for the women's championship. Off the bat, let me just get this off my chest. I have no problem with Thekla as champion. Let me repeat myself. I have no problem with her as champion. I'm glad they're finally doing something with her, the way they built the absolute dog shit out of her, and they try to make her this next big massive thing. Hell, they did the same thing with Megan Payne, and she's lucky to get the damn tag team championships at this point. So good on Thekla for getting at least this high for this long, and I think they're noticing that it's working, so they're going to stick with her. There's not really any other big heels in the women's division right now anyway, so it works, and it goes there. Statlander. Oh God. Okay, so there's this pattern I've been seeing with AEW and Chris Statlander. It's, hey, let's take you all the way up here, and then treat you back down here, and then hey, we're gonna take you all the way up here, and then we're gonna bring you back down here.
Drop you like a sack of potatoes.
And every time the bag of the sack gets heavier and heavier. And that seems to be the problem. And then the problem is, and I go with that because, again, gravity is an instant reaction thing. There you go, a little science for you. You're welcome. The second she lost the belt, immediate downward trajectory. Immediate downward trajectory. And you wanted to keep her in the title, picture.
Am I gonna say it? She's AEW's Bailey.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's well, no, Bailey. Well, yeah, kind of inclined to agree because she's not like NXT Bailey. Yeah, like when Bailey first came up and she was still the hugger and everybody liked her for a little bit and they gave her this. Yeah, it's the fucking same thing. You're gonna push her so high and drop her so far. And again, but my gripe is you've already dropped her and then you put her in this match and you give people, I don't know if it was hope or something different. Maybe it started with a D instead of an H. So, it was fine. Tekla won the first part. Statlander came back, and then it turned into utter chaos as all types of interference from fucking Sky Blue and Julia Hart. It was a madness at the end. Tekla ends up retaining. Again, no problem with her as champion. Just my gripe is, you know that meme of like when Andy's done playing with Woody? That's what Tony Khan is right now to Statlander. Bye. It just doesn't give a shit. Where you land in the pile of rubble is where you land, and if I look back one day, you're happy I look back. It just it's annoying.
Yeah, a little bit. I agree with your sentiment, though. I've got no problem with Tekla. I've actually, I watched her in Stardom, and I thought she was great. When I heard she was coming here, I was just like, okay, cool, this is going to be awesome. And I talked about this on Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling on our last show. They didn't do the best job of building her up when she got here because she was getting the shit kicked out of her by Queen Aminata.
Oh,
Queen Aminata, who we have not seen in a couple of months now. I don't know if she's still hurt, but would love to see her back in the picture because she was kicking ass. And now all of a sudden she's champion. Okay, cool. Let's do something with it. She's got this badass intro. She's got a faction behind her, I guess. Awesome. Glad we're doing something. But as far as Statlander goes, it's just like, here. What are we gonna do? I talked about this on Deep Into the Heart Wrestling too. When she beat Tony Storm for the belt, we were all just kind of like, okay, but why?
Right.
Like,
Okay, but why?
Nobody seemed to understand it, and I think that just kind of put her on this bad trajectory for her run. And to be honest, the run felt kind of lackadaisical at times, and that was to no benefit to Statlander. And I think she was on an interview with Chris Van Vliet, and she kind of said the same thing. Like, she just kind of feels like she's lost, and just like, girl, we know, we see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So hopefully they got something for her.
The tag division. I'm sorry.
I'm sure. I just counted how many women there are on the roster. There's 39 women on the roster. I'm sure you can put Stat with one of these women to be.
Yeah, they're going to.
They don't. I think they have a choice. Don't think they have a choice. Oh, my goodness gracious! All right, so that's now off our chest. Let's hop into something a lot more fun. The trios title match, the Don Callis family, which included the international champion Kazuchika Okada, the TNT champion Kyle Fletcher, and then that big guy Mark Davis versus Jet Speed, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Kevin Knight, and their new partner Mystico from CMLL. When Mi Muelo hit, I'm already fucking it up. Miro, there you go. When that song fucking hit, first off, I used to hear that shit all the time as a fucking kid. Okay, don't judge me. Mexican household, and L.A. turned into Mexico for a little bit because the Latino, the Latin people showed up, bud. They were singing. They were singing this dude, and I love it. This is what pro wrestling is quite literally all about. I love this. And then honestly, from that point on, I felt I was in Mexico City watching and it was Arena Mexico, CMLL, because that's exactly the type of match we got. 100% Mexico City at its finest. And what made this that much more better, I like that term, more better, is the so the Ultimo Dragon name drop, because where does Okada originally start training? No, not in Japan, silly. In fucking Mexico. Where not only did he train with Ultimo Dragon, but he trained with Bryan Danielson. Okay, so I don't think this guy's as fluent. Somebody said he's fluent in Spanish. I kind of want to know. If he is, he's a fucking more badass than I thought. So, anytime him and Mystico were working, it literally was like old school lucha libre. The fucking, the ground submissions, the stretching. Just, I felt like I was watching Ultimo Dragon again. Ultimo Dragon and like a Dean Malenko. I was back in WCW. I was a kid again. There was a massive Kit Kat bar the size of my face. You know, I was vintage the whole thing. I was in love. I was in love. And then, of course, we got the moments with Speedball and Kyle Fletcher and Kevin Knight. They're all doing their awesome thing. We got the Haas moments from Mark Davis. But the thing about this, the whole thing about this was Mystico. Mystico, it's all about Mystico making the save. Then there's there's a massive roundhouse kick. Kevin Knight goes up to the top, eats a freaking charging kick from Fletcher. They clear it. There's the UFO splash on Mark Davis. They get the pin. And just, I want to say, was it like 3 weeks after losing the trios titles, they win them back with a new third. And right after that, Mystico is all elite. And he's breaking down crying. And I'm just like, CMLL has got to be pissed right now. They got to be pissed. This is one of their biggest draws. And now this guy's going to be in the States a bunch. Hopefully, look at all the other badass lucha fucking stars from the deep in Mexico, like Rush and the Beast Mortos and Dralistico and all the other ones that are hanging out. Fucking Ring of Honor. Okay, I like this. I like the move. I was in the moment, but after 22 hours of thinking about it, once he loses this belt and Jet Speed goes back to the tag division, what are we doing with Mystico? What are you going to do with Mystico? Seriously, what are you going to do with him? He's going to go to Ring of Honor? So Ring of Honor is your new CMLL, like, hiding place? And then you're going to try to bring Ring of Honor back up? Which, by the way, has failed tremendously. So, I talk about it when E does it, when you bring in people for no fucking reason, or you call up people for no fucking reason. What was the reason here? I'm not saying, like, it's not a cool moment thing. I'm not saying it's all those factions came up to an awesome equation, and it's a good job. It solves for why, whatever. But at the end of the day, when the nostalgia and the vibes wear off, what are you going to fucking do with this guy? How old is Mystico? I got to fucking look this guy up. How old is fucking Mystico? 40-something?
Old enough.
43. He's 43. I just...
Years older than this. The contract is a dual contract. So,
thank Jesus.
Yeah, so...
Well, he is still CMLL, like, light heavyweight champion and trios champion, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they brought up that stat during the match, too, that he's actually a trios champ in 2 countries.
Hooray!
And only missed
a lot of those dual contracts are only for a year, too.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because as a matter of fact, Persephone, she's on the dual contract, too.
Ooh, nice. Okay, she's awesome.
So, thankfully he won't. Well, I'm not saying that he won't.
Hold on.
But he won't.
Right.
He won't get submitted to the Ring of Honor Shadow Realm.
Just yet. Anyway, thoughts on the match before we get on to the rest of it?
Fantastic match. I love it. I love to see anytime Kyle Fletcher and Mike Bailey are in a match together. These guys need to fucking fight forever. I am glad TK heard me and Harold talking about this a couple weeks ago, and we got part 2. Now we need the part 3, 4, 5, and 6 over the next 10 months, 9 months.
9 months, 10 months, 10 months.
But even Okada and Kevin Knight, the fact that these guys they had great chemistry together at one-on-one
That
between
spot
them.
where each of them hit the drop
Oh,
kick at the
that
same
was
time,
awesome.
they
That was
timed that perfectly, and they hit the same like altitude.
it
Couldn't
was
have hit the spot better.
couldn't have been better. Now we just need a singles match between these guys because that shit would cook.
Ooh,
Fuck
Ooh-wee.
whatever the next goddamn pay-per-view is. Let's book that. You know what I mean? Again,
April 12th.
And you know what?
Hey.
Just for the fucking fun of it, I need Evil Aussie Open. Because if you
Ooh.
got Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher in the same goddamn faction, put them back together.
Yeah, even just for a quick tag run.
could you
What's-
imagine Mark Davis wearing pink? There you go.
Evil Mark Davis would.
Again,
Hey,
I
yeah.
like that idea.
That's
The Evil Aussie Open.
Evil Aussie Open.
I'll even take that name. I don't even
Right?
know why.
that sounds awesome. So simplistic, it's badass.
Uh-huh.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Trust me, I'm sure Brody
Do
King's
it.
got some contacts. We'll be able to get a vocalist. No problem. No problem. All right. I've cut like the high off of this match is just finally starting to wear off. Andre El Idolo versus Bandido. Bandido coming out in the freaking
Fucking nightmare.
Super Dragon gear.
Dragon.
Oh my God. I was like, hey, yo. I thought he was going to wrestle in it. He kind of didn't. It was kind of still in his gear, though. It was awesome. Massive LA pop. Kind of made fucking Excalibur almost cry. You know, he was like, I was privileged to start a company with this guy. And I was like, yeah, dude, look at how massive PWG made Bandido. Like, look at Claudio Castagnoli. Look, there's so many guys I could talk about with PWG. It's like, hey, bud,
Oh, man.
this was your fucking stepping stone, okay? So it's like, hey, you should all be thanking Super Dragon. You should all be thanking Super Dragon. Oh, okay. This match was just so much fun. It was so much fun. They're like grappling at first, and then there's like a lucha spot. There's like a Hurricane Rana here, then a springboard Hurricane Rana, and there's like a power bomb. Then things got crazy. Then there was chance for them to take their pants off. And I'm like,
What the fuck, LA?
yeah, like LA, what are you on, bud? And so Bandido's like, fuck it. And was it fuck Andrade first or whatever? I think it was Andrade first. Takes his shit all
Bandito
nice
first.
and
Bandito first.
Oh, sorry, it was
That's what he
Bandito
got.
first.
Yeah, fuck.
and then that's right, yeah, because the ultimate shock of he knows what he's doing. 100%. 100%. Andrade takes off his fucking white pants and reveals just this fucking hot red fucking Speedo. Just straight from Deutschland, you know what I mean? Just fucking,
Yeah.
just overseas
Fucking
European
dick to the
sunbathing.
sky.
Fuck. Oh, this thing was holding the banana, and you could see it, and it was distracting. It was
Yeah,
distracting.
it sure was.
Fuck. It was too much pee-pee. It was too much pee-pee. That's literally like the saying all night long. I'm like, dude, way too
Lots
much
of
pee-pee.
chode.
The chode's out there. He gets two separate little like connection picks or whatever with broads. One of them, I swear to God, was standing next to her boyfriend, and she's like, "Sorry, dude, I got to do this." And like the guys saw like over in the side, like, "Well, I guess I got to let this happen because my girlfriend's hot." So one felt awkward. The other one, I was like, "Hey, I know that broad from somewhere. Don't check my search history." And but we get into the match, and it keeps going, and it's it somehow picked up. We go from the spot of, oh, take your pants off, to this, oh, it's a comedy spot, and look at him do the thing, and he's the Rico Suave type of motherfucker, and then we get to the fucking nitty gritty, the full blown nitty gritty, where these guys are going ham to the berg, where the last time I seen Andrade wrestle this well was NXT. And before then, he would wear a mask, and he was the IWGP Intercontinental Champion.
La Sombra.
Thank you, sir. So the last time I've really seen this guy get into his shit was a minute ago. And this latest run, the machismo run, whatever you want to fucking color it, has been working outstanding for him. Outstanding for him. He's been able to unleash his entire moveset. He's just basking in his own... He's the guy that smells his own farts. That's the kind of guy he is. But he still gets the hot chick's number. It's baffling. I don't get it. Awesome match at the end. They want to go for the 21 plex. It looks like Andrade's beat at this point. Perfectly flips out with complete and total ease. Hits this... I don't know what spinning back elbow, but this thing hit so quick. It hit so quick. It always throws me off. Oh my God. It's sickening. It's just sickening how fast it is. Then he hits his finisher off the top. Andrade wins. He's in a perfect little spot of like upper mid card to main eventer. Where it's one of these opportunities that, and I hate saying it like this, somebody's going to get hurt or some tournament's going to happen and somebody's going to be gone for a little bit, G1, best of the Super Juniors. And then bam, this motherfucker's over like hotcakes. And he's going to have fucking gold around his waist and he's going to be an even bigger star than he was in NXT. All because they let him go and just kind of let him be himself. I'm sure this is exactly how he is in the real life. I'm almost positive of it.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
This is the motherfucking Andrade we've been wanting for the last 4 years.
Easily 4 years.
And we finally got it, and it's fucking fantastic. And they need to not take the foot off the gas pedal. Just keep fucking going with it. It kind of sucks that both of the mid-card titles are in the Don Callis family right now.
Yeah.
But this doesn't mean Andrade can't go at Mox. He can't go at MJF some point.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think even something as soon as Dynasty wouldn't be too out of the picture, I think. And that the fact that, like you mentioned, Rob, the other titles are in the Don Callis family. I ultimately think getting one of the upper mid-card titles should be where Andrade succeeds first, and then move on to the World Championship. So I think challenging MJF now and then taking the loss at Dynasty, but having that main event title angle going on will definitely boost his career, and then have him at the next pay-per-view or even All In, have him pick up that upper mid-card title.
Yeah, have some kind of thing where he wants out of Don and Callis family and he goes after Kyle Fletcher. Yeah.
Turns face, big face turn right there.
Oh, massive. It'd be massive and well received at that.
Mm-hmm. The Speedos are only going to get tighter, gentlemen. Just be
yeah, wait till they're on the fucking AEW shop. $45 Speedo.
You know, this is the Andrade that we had it in NXT, but this is it dialed up to 10.
Yeah, 100%.
This is the Andrade we were hoping we were going to get on the main roster the first time.
Yeah, or
this
close
is
to
the
it.
Andrade we were thinking we were going to get the second time. But I think now it feels like since he's come back, he's more sure of himself.
Yeah.
And
seemed like it was a lot of personal issues that were keeping him from succeeding, not necessarily where he was.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing this, you know, seeing him feeling himself, like, this gimmick is over like a motherfucker.
Yes.
Which, you know, if this were the other company, they'd have killed the gimmick already.
They would have said, you're showing too much pee-pee. Put it away. Yeah, no, they would have killed it. They would have said it was too much. Somebody would have bitched and complained. It would have been a pain in the ass. So, pain in the ass is one hell of a segue. I guess this is I don't want to call it a co-main event. The semi-main, the just before the main, the almost piss break. The Dogs against, they're not the conglomeration, but I'm calling them the conglomeration Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong. The dogs, by the way, is Gabe Kidd, Clark Connors, and David Finlay. David Finlay making his first AEW pay-per-view, second match in AEW, and it's
Yeah.
how can I put this? So, okay, I'm going to pull the Uncle Dave card real quick. In New Japan, they love to do these fucking six-man. They love to do the six-man. The reason why they do so many six-man tag matches is to help build a feud within that without having those guys be able to actually touch each other, or at least, minimally, to help build it and, the tension and such. And I think what they want to do with this one is Gabe Kidd and Darby Allin for the 948th fucking time. But, hey, we got to figure out how to spin it. And in New Japan, they're like, fuck it, we'll just go out there. And half the time, these matches bang just because of the people in them. You know what I mean? Chemistry's too good, veteran knowledge, the whole mix. And then there's times where, honestly, it used to be Suzuki-gun would just interfere like a son of a gun. Or, rather than and, it would just be calamity. Just, let's fucking go do some shit. And that's exactly what this was. 100%. It's exactly what this was. It was a fucking a tornado trios match. Okay? Meaning, we're going to fucking fight all over this place. Why? Fuck you, that's why. And it was like, they wanted to literally kill Darby Allin. There was, what was the one? There was like this gnarly gut buster that looked like all hell. And he was just getting brutalized left and right. There was please help Darby chant. He got, was it zip tied? I think it was zip tied.
That's unfortunately a thing now in AEW. Please help Darby chant, because that's got to be the fourth chant in the last 7 years.
I think it was Clark Connors. If it was Clark Connors or it was Gabe Kidd who used the tag rope to tie Darby's hand so he's stuck there so they could continue to beat the shit out of him. And it takes, I think it was like Roderick Strong to go digging in, Orange Cassidy, to go digging in this toolbox to find scissors to free him. It's still, again, utter calamity. They're fighting with the skateboard. Okay, this electric. Oh no, wrong match. There's the fucking whole. There's the zip ties. Again, just you're trying to do too much. I understand these guys hate each other. This is a blood feud. Anger. This is you're doing way too much. Wait, you know what you know? You know how I could have simplified this? Are you ready? Are you ready? Parking lot brawl. Ta-da! Then you take my rant to, hey, how you know how awesome that parking lot brawl was? Reminded me of that one on Dynamite that was like fucking like a 5-star match. But no, instead you brought it to the arena. You're taking a crowd that is already 5+ hour, or going into its 5th hour, and you're just hodgepodging guys out there. Well, it's Gabe Kidd. More than half the motherfuckers don't know who Gabe Kidd is, and he's been on the last 4 pay-per-views. They still don't know who Gabe Kidd is. They still have no idea who Clark Connors is. They still mistake him for Johnny Depp in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Okay, and then I guarantee you, they have heard of David Finlay. They don't know who David Finlay is. So again, you and I get it, and I trust me. I get it. Why couldn't this have happened on Dynamite? Okay, why couldn't it have happened on Dynamite before this pay-per-view, or it's the match after the pay-per-view? You have a tussle backstage that leads to a match on Dynamite. Oh, we got him on TV. That's all you need to do. It didn't need to be this. It did need to be this. And now it's going to be a continued effort. Again, I think it's going to be Darby Allin and Gabe Kidd for the 977th time. But we'll only see the good guys win. Yeah. Fuck.
So would you be surprised if I told you it is Darby Allin versus Gabe Kidd in a coffin match on Wednesday?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Well, at least they're doing this on Dynamite, not at the pay-per-view.
You could have did.
TK, don't listen to
You
that.
could have look. And
You
again,
got to do it on the next one.
we could have flipped this. Again, you could have did this.
11 matches.
You could have did this bullshit on Dynamite, and then said, you know what, motherfuckers, coffin match. Boom, and then there's the pay-per-view, and it's the only two guys that we need to give a fuck about, and whether it drags or doesn't drag, at least it's more simplistic than hodgepodge and bullshit.
12 matches, sunshine.
Oh,
Next.
I didn't even go to the show, and I'm still fucking tired from it.
I mean, I'll tell you, it's 12 matches on Dynasty. Y'all gonna die nasty.
DC's been so quiet.
Why aren't you guys going to the show?
Because
Bro, I'm not ready to pay the rent.
That part.
Yeah, I gotta put $150 in my gas tank.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that part.
If y'all gonna put that many matches on a pay-per-view, can you fucking start the show earlier?
That part.
Yeah, please, God.
At least
'Cause,
an
like-
hour.
2 o'clock. There you go.
I don't.
On a Sunday at 2 o'clock, I ain't hating it so bad.
I might actually
Not
like
too
that.
much.
Think about having like a
Yeah.
barbecue. You know what I mean? You start barbecuing
Right.
about 12:30.
Mhm.
That's a record. That's success right there, bud. Success.
If you want to
I
go
think-
5 hours, show still done at 7.
Hey.
Honestly, I think people would tune into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
I
still
think
pound the
people-
mattress after that.
Hey. Make it happen.
I mean, hey, it worked for us. We could, if they started their show at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they're done by 7 your time. That's like 10 my time. Still not bad.
Not bad at
Yeah.
all.
Doable.
Rather than the alternative. Anyway, we'll brag about that all day long. I'm sure it's going to be the topic all over the internet because you know how the internet likes to drag on about topics. They're going to drag on about this one for a little bit too. MJF.
You like Hot Topic?
Hey, yo. Hangman Adam Page. Texas death for the AEW Men's World Championship. If Hangman Adam Page loses, he can never get a shot at the AEW Men's World title as long as he lives. And that's why I say he died at the end of this match, and we'll get into it. So, MJF is the devil, and that's what he wants everyone to be known, that he's the devil, and he's just going to do what the devil has to do to win. And it's awesome, and it's not too bad. I kind of like it. Happy 30th birthday, by the way, to Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Actually, I think they gave him like a fucking happy birthday chant or whatever in the crowd. Hangman comes out, barbed wire in hand, ready for fucking war, ready to go to town. I want to say within minutes, Maxwell was bleeding. Right after that, Hangman was bleeding. There was why did I scroll right to the fucking syringe? Why? Oh God. There's some things in this world that a man just doesn't want to ever fucking see again, and that is probably on top of the list. MJF goes outside the ring, goes through this, I want to say it was like a fucking medical bag near the commentary table or something like that. And he pulls out this syringe, which I'm guessing just has saline in it. Because anything else would be fucking bad. And there's an old trick in wrestling. It's called fish hooking somebody. When the ref's not looking, you grab him by the fucking cheek with your finger and you fish hook him. This guy said, no, I'm just going to stab you in the face with a syringe. You ready? And fucking pulls his lip and just enough for you to see the fucking needle pop out, and to be a dickhead, he squirts the saline out. Like, oh yeah, that got injected well. That'll do my body good. And then, which just, I'm still cringing because of it, it just fucking hangs. It's just hanging off his mouth. I don't know if he should pull it out. I don't know if the ref should pull it out. I don't know if I should pull out.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I don't. I lost my shit. I didn't know what to do. And then, so finally, that fucking, the chair shot. Like, thank God it stopped. Fucking hell. It's got a syringe in his mouth. but it gets more brutal. There was he was just Hangman was wearing MJF with a chair. There's 9 count after 9 count after 9 count after 9 count, a dead eye. Then there's like an eye poke. They're trading forearms, just hitting the crap out of each other. Then there the fucking dog collar. The dog collar comes out because Hangman is just whooping the shit out of MJ. He's just whooping the shit out of him. And then he gets the dog collar and he starts choking him over the apron. And he wants to run away, brings him back and hits him. You want to do this, brings him back and hits him. And then, there was the table spot, more chaos, utterness, just absolute craziness. There was the crowd got all crazy. Hangman hits a buckshot lariat. MJF ducks it, hits the diamond ring to the face, uses the dog collar to choke out Hangman Adam Page, which the ref is freaking out. He's asking him, Hangman, are you okay? Hangman, are you okay? Hangman then goes limp, and then he counts to 10. And that's why I say that MJF wins, retains the AEW Men's World Title. Hangman can never a challenge for the AEW title again as long as he lives. But Hangman died. He's dead. He's dead. There was blood on the fucking camera. That's his. He's dead. I really hope that we don't see Hangman for a month. Don't even tell me if he's hurt. Don't even tell me if he can fucking walk again. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Don't say shit. Don't say shit about Hangman for at least a month. Make me think he's dead. I know that's dark as all hell, but I'm telling you, in the world of pro wrestling,
come back at Wembley.
Yeah, babe. I'm telling you, that's the move right there. If you can hold him out until Wembley, and you can with all the guys that we have right now. We just talked about Andrade and everybody else. You can have Hangman hang out forever. He's dead. Have him come back as, I would say a teacher, but then Matt Stryker comes into my mind. So don't come back as a teacher, even though we knew you taught history.
So are you asking him to come back as the hanger taker?
The hanger taker, that works for me. Whatever dumb gimmick you want to bring him back as I died that day or whatever. I'm telling you, you can play something like this. You can.
Taker's retired. He could do the dead man gimmick.
Hey, you could totally
do it better.
I don't know about all that. Maybe that might be something cool though, or maybe it might be just copyright infringement. We'll figure it out. But maybe if it goes that route, I'll still get excited. Before I go to you guys, TK did mention that this was the same thing as Cody. It's a gentleman's handshake. Is no contract that states that he can't. So that's again another reason why I'm just say Hangman Adam Page died. I think is that Hangman's real name? Is Adam Page's real name?
I think so.
No.
Thank God.
No.
Then he wrestles under his real name.
Steven Waltz.
That's terrible. Find a new name. Sorry. I'm sorry. I just, I don't know. I'm sorry. But in reality, Hangman's done. Don't bring back the Hangman. Don't do none of this. Find somebody new, and then there's your fucking loophole. And I promise you, the fans won't be mad. Especially if it comes from a fiery promo from Hangman. Some are claiming this was match of the night. I still say Andrade and Bandido was match of the night. I'm going to stick with that. This was a hot second, maybe third, because Young Bucks and FTR was a little bit better, not too much better. Still really good overall. Did go way too long. Didn't need to go anywhere near as long as it did. It dragged on a good 10 extra minutes. You didn't need to go 10 minutes. I'm going to keep saying it because it was so fucking long. Outside of that, thoughts on this? Do we like my loophole idea? Or is just we stick to it and Hangman's done challenging for the world belt?
I kind of wonder what the fuck the end game is with all of this, because you had him lose the trios titles. Now he can't vie for the world title ever again. Like what's the end game here? This makes no sense. Is Hangman really dead? Because at this point, he might as fucking well be.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe that's leading into that. Maybe that's why they took everything off him.
The fuck's he gonna do? I mean, these nerds are already talking about, oh, he's gonna be in NXT next Tuesday. Shut up.
Stop. He's not leaving.
He's not leaving. But
No.
what's next? Like, to your point, they should keep him off TV for a while, and not just don't say a fucking word. Maybe he comes back during Dynasty. The lights go out and we hear a fucking gong and we get fucking Adam Page Taker.
Hey,
I don't know.
something.
Pager taker?
Pager taker?
Under pager?
Under.
No, that doesn't work.
It
Adam
might not be
Taker.
blasphemous enough to do this, but Easter's right around the corner. Resurrection gimmick.
I mean, Dynasty's only about a week after
He
Easter,
looks
so
like Jesus. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know what? He could do a little like vignettes where he's like, my son.
Oh yeah, he's all holy now and shit. The
Yeah.
the
Might
holy
be pushing
hangman.
it just a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little too on the
not-
nose, as they say.
do not underestimate
Pass the hangman,
Adderall
baby.
Field Tony Khan.
I mean, after all, he did let Brody King's. He's like, they're real people. I'm cool with it.
Oy vey. All right.
Just like, you know what, Hangman, you're going to come back and then you're going to be Jesus. You're going to go walk around and you're going to talk about, you forgive him, you forgive him, you forgive him. And then you're going to do this.
I'm sure they'll figure something out. I'm hoping it'll be something good. But again, and as you can hear from the rest of the boys, just hush. Don't even mention his name. He's dust in the wind, as it would be in the Wild West. And when he magically reappears again, quiver in your boots. Think of it as a fucking Western.
Don't say his name and he won't appear.
Yeah,
Can
hey,
we-
Bro,
can we
Dust in the
shout out-
Wind? If he came back out to Dust in the Wind?
Yo, that
what a
would be
bop
kind of sick.
that would be.
just saying.
Can we give credit to MJF and his gear?
Oh,
Yeah,
the fucking
Terry
Terry
Funk
Funk
gear.
gear.
It's fucking awesome.
That's right. We talked about
That
gear.
was dope.
I overshadowed Swerve Strickland coming out looking like Candyman.
Candyman, yeah.
Thought that was an awesome little thing right there too. It was like homage. I love that he likes to like dress up and shit. It's fucking cool. I think it's awesome. Overall, long ass show. Still, AEW gives more positive than negative. Entertaining show, worth the while. I'm never going to one of these ever live. I'm putting my foot down. All right, well, that's it. I mean, we can rant about how long it went forever in a day, but we'll leave it as it be. However, the boys have got plenty more coming. I think we're going to try to get a little bit more into the rest of it. I know we love doing this. This is a fun little thing for us. Getting together and finding shows that are worth a damn, let me put that out there, is the hard part. Maybe, when's another NXT, Rob? You're covering NXT right now. When's another big NXT show?
Probably the one after Mania, before Mania.
Before me.
Stand and deliver.
And
I
then
think.
deliver.
Stand and deliver.
Maybe we do Stand Deliver. I know for sure we'll do Mania. It's the biggest show, period. So we'll be back for Mania for sure. Maybe we'll do Stand and Deliver. And then I want to say Dynasty's coming up around the same time as Mania. Bad timing, TK, but we'll
Week
figure
before,
that out.
I think.
Oh, thank God.
The week, week before.
Okay. So
Another Sunday pay-per-view, too.
I think Mania is Saturday and Sunday.
Because again, I don't have work in the morning. I don't, have to go to work and make a living. Jesus. Anyway, lots of shows coming up.
We're not making a living here in California.
No. The old saying is you're not living, we're surviving. And at this point, I don't know how much longer we're going to be surviving if the shit keeps going up the way it does. Gas price just went up right as I said that. Before we get out of here, and it keeps on raising, let's figure out what the boys are doing. Rob, I don't know what the hell happened with the international championship thing and the nonsense and the craziness and the beer jumping or Feeney jumping beer and it's utter chaos in Max. But outside of Max, what you up to?
It is absolutely utter chaos inside of Max, and I don't mind it. I like to see it. We all love to see it, but it is what it is. But outside of Max Wrestling, We got deep into the heart of wrestling. That's with Michael Larkin and Nicola McDonald, the Demoness. Mikey Larks had to step out, so the last show that we did was Nicola and myself. We did predictions for Revolution, so that's up over on Mike's YouTube page. You can find all of our social media at linktree/blackheartsebd3. We got a lot going on there. We're going to be getting back into our origin series. We're going to be doing the 3 faces of Su Yung. We will also be doing predictions for Stand and Deliver and Mania as well. And a lot of really cool shit coming in the pipeline there, so definitely go take a look at that. If you want to follow any of our social media here on the TSK, linktree/TSK LMF and Day. So go like, follow, and support all that good shit. If you want to see what I'm doing, I'm staying busy. A lot of things going on. I recently wrote the music for our good friend DC up there to the corner right for his Pile Driver Pundit. I did the music for that. I've been working on some music for some other people. Working on new music for my band Consuming Fire. If you're a fan of death metal and grindcore, the spicier variety of music, go check us out. It's going to be in my linktree/HeyI'mRob. All my music will be there. If you like that, definitely go check that out. I've got another project that's a little more chill, a little more relaxed, if you will. If you want to sit in the corner and cry in the dark, definitely go listen to my project Ragaby. It's polar opposite of Consuming Fire, but I think you'll enjoy it. Been working on a lot of different projects. Gonna drop a whole bunch of music this year. Something that's gonna resonate with somebody out there in the world. So linktree/HeyI'mRob.
Hey, he's Rob. Check out. He's got a whole bunch going on. I'm telling you, check it out. The prediction show with you and Eagle was awesome. I love how it's like, oh, there's no mortal today, and you guys just go ham to the berg. Anytime I watch Nicola, it's awesome. Absolutely love it. Harold, I think it's been a minute. And I know that the hiatuses suck. When is the hiatus? Any thoughts of breaking said hiatus? Any thoughts of a return spot? I know the people are waiting for some Too Sweet Click adventures.
We thank you and appreciate you. We are still on our spiritual hiatus here at the Too Sweet Click Adventures. But you know what? That doesn't stop the train from rolling. It's March Madness.
Hey.
This is the opportunity to go back, check out some TSK episodes. One of our favorite places to spend March Madness is a little place called Rock and Brews. If you like wings, if you like brewskis, pizzas, burgers, if you like the band Kiss, if you like classic rock in general, this is the spot to go. Check it out for March Madness. They got drink specials going. And check out the Too Sweet Click Adventures on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Check us out here at TSK all motherfucking day.
Love it. Boys, got a bunch happening. DC, you will not be left out, as I can already kind of pitch something we're both doing. As the Max 11th anniversary is this Thursday. The GMs finally have a sit down after being appointed a GM for so long and having to deal with the nonsense. There it is. We have some beef to deal with. We'll leave that for the summit. Outside of what's happening in Max and us trying to maintain whatever composure we can over there, what do you have going on?
So I recorded the pundit yesterday. Got to do a little bit of editing around. Probably tomorrow. Didn't have time today. Recently recorded with Mike and Paul. Saturday night. Saturday night. Did our show. Mike and I think we have an episode coming up of our show. We're going to be talking about Bret Hart's favorite wrestler,
Bill Goldberg.
We're also going to be doing an episode on the history of Bullet Club and its effect on pop culture. Should definitely be a good one there. We did an episode where we watched that AWA show, which we will not name. We will not. We did that. We've been there, done that. Got the shirt. We done. We're not doing that.
Burn the shirt.
Those days are done.
Burn the shirt. Fuck. You should anyway.
Hey, if you ever can't sleep, Watch that pay-per-view. It'll set you right.
It'll put you right to bed. Right for the good old memes.
It'll give you a good nap.
Goody naps. As much as that show will give you a good nap, if you want a good laugh, check out that review with him, Mike, and Paul. Absolute hilarity. You'll hear my name mentioned in it probably more than AWA itself, because at one point in time there was this beautiful show called Retro Rewind where Paul and I actually reviewed that show originally. I still kind of hate him for it. It's still the worst pay-per-view, worst wrestling show, period, I've ever seen. So many contradictions. I think that episode might be on the TSK under the Retro Rewind
I believe it is.
Playlist. Check that one out before you check his out, and I promise you, you're in for a whole bunch of laughs and then some. I'm not going to bore you too much more. I keep talking about Max Wrestling 11th anniversary is this Thursday. Check us out. The GM Summit is happening. God only knows what is going down. Will be or be there. Our new third man. God only knows. We'll figure that part out as it goes. Other than that, I like to talk about soccer. I call it football, sometimes footy. Other times it pisses me off. We all know why. Passionate about sports. That's how we go around here. A lot of that's coming around. I got my man Corey's covering a team. I'm covering a team, covering two teams. And at this point, my son's getting involved in it. Chaos aplenty. So if you want to check that out, that's the Max Football Podcast. You want to check out what's going down on the 11th anniversary, check out Max Wrestling on the YouTubes. And anything you want to do with the TSK, check us out right here. TSK all effing day. You can check on the links to follow all the other fun stuff. I promise you, we're a lot more social than we look. And hopefully, we'll be coming back with more episodes quicker than we have been, as March or April is coming with a plethora of shows, including a two-night WrestleMania, and I'm already tired just saying it out loud. So we'll see y'all there and everything in between. Maybe we'll cover something from spring break. I don't know. We'll get crazy with it, and we'll see y'all when we see y'all. To sweet you, and don't get gassed now before it starts to get higher.
Go now, like right now.
Like, just go, leave.
Go, just go. I'll pay you.
Fuck all the way off.
Dropping heavy, the crowd's alive. From the West Coast vibe, but true can't even strive. On this vibe. TSK on the mic for the best in pride vibe. In the spotlight shining bright, watch us steal the show.
Let that make rest debate.
Then to our moment,
We gon'